Hello guys and welcome back to Snack Break. I'm your host Alex Gibson. Here with us today we have Chef Extraordinaire Joshua Burgin. I guess today more of a pastry chef, is that right?
Pastry is my main passion.
Is that what you like to do?
Oh yes, this is definitely in my element.
Awesome. So what are we going to be doing here today?
All right, today we're making a family favorite. It's called Oreo Truffles.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Oreo Truffles?
I've heard of them. I've never tried them or made them though, so I'm excited about this. What all we got going into this?
Well, they taste amazingly well, and it's very simple to make. It's 3 ingredients. It's Oreos,
Very simple.
cream cheese, and bark coating. Do you know what bark coating is?
That sounds weird. I can see that it's like chocolate. I'm not a baker, so tell us what that is.
All right, bark coating, all it is it's chocolate flavored cocoa butter concoction.
Okay.
And it melts very well, just in the microwave or a double broiler on the stove. And then you just roll anything in it, and it hardens within a couple minutes. So that's what we're going to use today.
Okay.
So let's start with our recipe. If you will bring that bowl over here,
Okay.
We'll get started. We're going to empty an entire pack of Oreos.
The entire pack.
Entire pack. I know it's gold to most college students, especially myself. That and a glass of milk, and I'm set for the day. So we're going to empty that out into here.
So these are just the normal Oreos, right?
These are normal Oreos, but you can use others.
Okay.
Like the mint Oreos, those are very good. It's a
Oh, that
nice
does sound
little
really good.
winter
A winter treat, a holiday treat. What about like the
Christmas.
double stuffed one? Does that get too creamy? I know
It
we got
gets
the
too
cream
creamy
cheese.
because you're going to add the cream cheese,
Is
and
there-
it's just a little bit much. So I guess you can't use them all, but definitely
little
the
bit.
flavored ones.
The vanilla ones.
Oh, vanilla, yes.
Have you ever done like the vanilla and white chocolate maybe?
Yes, it's definitely variation. I've seen it. I haven't made it personally, just because I always have Oreos in stock,
Okay.
the chocolate ones.
So how do you want to
All
squash
right.
these up?
We're going to squash these up with our hands.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
I'm going to get you dirty. So
Just crumbling them up.
crumble them up. All you're going to do is take them in your hands, start crumbling. You're going to get them into a
You make that
fine
look
crumb.
easy. Let's try this.
I've had years of practice. So
Okay.
I'll crumble them up.
Oh man.
But
Oh,
it's so
man.
good. And it's hard to resist licking your fingers while you're doing this. And it does get messy. A cleaner way to do this, which I didn't bring today, is, of
That's
course,
no fun.
and it's to put it into a plastic bag and then get all the air out and then just take either your fist or rolling pin or anything
Rubber mallet.
and just beat it to death.
Okay.
And
Sounds
then
good.
You don't have to get your hands dirty,
Sounds like a plan.
unlike what we're doing today. So,
Food processor.
food processor, food processor
Is that getting
also
a little
works.
too complicated
No,
for
it's not
Oreo
complicated
truffles?
at all. But how many college students own a food processor?
That's true. This is something really easy. Like you can make this in the dorm because you don't
Very
have
simple.
to have a whole kitchen, do you?
The only thing that you have to do with anything other than a bowl is melt your chocolate in the microwave. So, and every college student has.
That's what
a
you did with that.
microwave.
Like you said, you could do it in what, a
I
double
went-
broiler.
A double broiler, which is just 2 pots. The bottom one has water in it, and the top one has nothing. You just put your chocolate in there, and
Okay.
it melts it slowly, and it doesn't burn.
Is that a burning chocolate? Is that is that highly done? I know it came downstairs
It's
one day. My
cocoa
roommate was
butter,
cooking. Burnt.
and it can burn.
It was a sad
So
day.
you definitely don't want to put it on there. And I burn chocolate too. I still burn chocolate every once in a while. So, all right. So now that this is all crushed up into a pretty fine crumb, there's a couple big pieces, and get those out real quick. We, in our dirty hands, are going to put an entire block of cream cheese. All right. So you can use any cream cheese, low fat, whole fat, whatever you want. Today I
Is a
chose
block
fat-free.
standard? Is that just that size?
Yeah,
what
it's
you
just
normally
8
get?
ounce block of cream cheese.
Okay.
It's
Easy,
just the
and then-
entire package. Get in there with your hands. Mix it all
Okay.
in. I'm gonna let you do this one.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
This is
It's a wonderful feeling, isn't it?
It's unique. It's like making a meatloaf or something, but not
It
as
is.
disgusting, I suppose.
But it's delicious. And it's so worth it. But you're just going to mix that well, and then we're going to ball them up and freeze them and roll them in chocolate. Super
so freeze
simple.
them. You got to freeze it in between?
You don't have to, but I find it's the easiest way to get them into the chocolate, roll them very quickly, because if it's like this, there's just those loose crumbs,
Yeah.
and it doesn't turn out into these beautiful little truffles.
Like we have up there.
So it's the easiest way, just to ball them up, put them on wax paper, stuck them in the freezer for a couple hours, and then they're frozen solid. And then just roll them in chocolate, and it also makes the chocolate harden faster. Like it hardens within 30 seconds, and they're ready to eat.
The chocolate hardens over the frozen?
Yes, because it's still cold, so it makes the chocolate harden and that's
Okay.
it.
Makes sense.
And
so how are we looking right here? Is that
I
about
think you
what
are
we
good.
want?
Yes.
Okay, let me get this off me a little bit. There we go.
If you want to go grab a towel real quick, I'll start balling these up. Or actually, just keep it there. Because I'm going to make you
We're
ball
gonna
this.
have to keep.
Yeah, just remember that. Okay, so I'm going to give you this. This is just
Okay.
a little ice cream scoop. It's probably about an inch or two. Oh, not an inch or two, an inch and a half. And we're just going to scoop it out, and then you're going to form it into a ball.
Okay.
Roll
Oh
it
man,
up.
you got the wrong person doing this.
It's okay. I have faith in you.
There we go. So I guess this makes a lot of sense of why we're gonna need to freeze this later.
Yes. And then you just
There's
place them on there.
Kind of a little thing. It's like cookie dough, I guess, a little bit, but this isn't. It's not really sticking together as well
No.
for me. So it's not exactly the same, I guess.
I'll get my hands dirty. It's okay. Okay.
That's really my ploy.
All right, so we're just going to ball this up.
Here, go ahead and give me some. I'll just grab it.
And you have to really
How
press.
important is I mean, like, could you make a giant Oreo truffle if you wanted, or is that going to be
That's definitely
a
your
flavor
preference.
explosion? Too much to handle?
Whenever you're rolling them, it's important to
How
get
did
the
you
air
do
out.
that?
You just squeeze it down in your hand, and it gets the
Okay.
air out. Because what this is there's a whole bunch of
okay.
air left in there.
That
And whenever it freezes, it's just going to fall apart whenever you try to roll it. So if you squeeze that air out, that's it.
So there we go. That's almost right.
Almost. All right.
So we can go ahead. We'll just, for time's sake, we
Yeah.
could do this whole thing. About how long does it take? Would you say to make? If we were going to go through and make all these, freeze them. Let's
Once
don't count
you-
the freezing. But if we're going to roll all these out and dip them in chocolate, how long are we looking?
Minus the 2-hour freezing time, it probably takes 30 minutes
Okay, that's
total
not bad.
to get everything crushed up and all
I know
that
these are
stuff.
Christmas party favorites.
Yes. And we already have some that I froze, and they're prepared.
Look at you.
So we're going to go ahead and roll this. And this is chocolate that I just melted in the microwave.
Okay.
We're going to melt it for probably about 2 minutes and just stir it every 30 seconds. So you're just going to take the ball out, and of course,
Let's look at that.
nice
Yeah.
little round. And there's no air because we squeeze the air out. It's very important. And then you're just going to roll it in the chocolate.
You're not going to stick your hands in there?
No, I used to.
Really?
And then I was like, why are you doing
Why?
this?
Oh,
There's
wow. Look at that.
a reason why somebody invented the fork. So, all it is, no chocolate on your hands. Oh, other than
And
what
how
was
did
already
you
on
get
there.
out so easy? You've been doing this before.
I
you
used
said,
you
right?
as my labor, so I know better than
sous chef, right?
Yes, you are my sous chef for today. But that's all you're gonna do. You just
Okay.
bring them out.
Tell us about like maybe decorating these up. Those look delicious as it is, but if we want to take these to a party, impress some people, what can we do to that to make it look better?
Some of the variations, you can use any kind of sprinkles or and just put it on there while the truffles are still wet, and then it sticks on
While
there.
it's still wet.
Yes.
That's
If you're going to use some other melted chocolate, like you can use a white chocolate and just drizzle it over it, make little nice lines, and they're so pretty. You have to wait until the chocolate is hardened, because
For
if
the
not,
drizzle?
it's just going to like blend in, and it's
that
just
can
kind
be
of weird.
cool too, maybe.
Well, I guess we're making like tiger truffles. Tiger.
That's
There you
next
go.
week, right?
That's next week. Tune in. But yeah, you can definitely decorate these any way you want. Again, you can use white chocolate, color that anyway. If you're,
Alright.
formal.
So let's look at that one more time. If we're just going to do it this way, we've got a whole pack of Oreos that went into here,
Whole pack of Oreos and
a whole pack of 8-ounce cream cheese.
yeah, 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and you just mixed them all together, and then we rolled them out with a scoop, got all the air out, put them in the freezer for 2 hours, rolled them in chocolate, and now we have truffles. Very easy to do.
Okay, any kind of chocolate though? Like, could I do a Hershey's bar? Or is that not going to harden as well?
It's not going to harden as quickly. Again, with the bark coating, the wonderful thing about that is how fast it hardens.
Alright.
It's within a couple minutes, it's done.
Okay.
Like these are pretty much almost
And then
done.
you have a website, correct? We can get this ingredients
do.
list off there. Maybe see some closer details about getting that air out of there. What is
Yes.
that?
My website is www.chefjoshuaallen.com.
ChefJoshuaAllen.com.
Yes, it's ChefJoshuaAllen.com.
What all else is on there besides these? This food blog is updated regularly, right?
Yes, it's updated almost every week, and
wow.
it's all French pastry recipes and desserts. So definitely visit.
There we go. Okay, let's try this. Let's bite into one. Ready?
All right. Oh,
Can barely grab it.
look at that.
Oh, really
Oh, it's
good.
so good.
Okay. Thank you for joining us on Snack Break. Here we have Oreo truffles. Join us next week, and who knows, we'll have our tiger Oreo truffles, right? Thanks for joining us.